Allie here. I want to show you a few of the things that I do when I'm normally making my lessons. I don't do things like all the right way or like have all the answers or anything. I make mistakes, but I think one or two things that I do might be useful to one or two people. So here we go. Here are my 5 things I'm going to show you. My guiding principles, my Google Slides, Schoology design, Bitmojis, and Google Meet window, how to use that effectively. So my 2 guiding principles, which I got from being a para for 7 years at a public middle school, looking over the shoulders of students all the time onto Moodle, and also from working at an online charter school. Make sure students are encountering as few clicks and taps as possible. They get overwhelmed or might stop or get confused if they have to go through tap, 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 tap to get to what they need. And then avoiding the scroll of death. This is where there's too much information on a page and they have to scroll forever in order to find what you want them to find. So I try to make things look as simple as I can. And that's not to say that I don't put all the information there for them. I just try to make it look less overwhelming, which is tough sometimes. I am showing you slides from Slides Carnival. I get sick of the same old Google Slides because I use Google Slides every day. So I get my designs from Slides Go, Slides Carnival, and Slides Mania. It's my least favorite of the 3 because they sometimes don't have formatting on all their slides, but they do have some good stuff. And then Schoology design. So my 2 guiding principles, you'll see them show up when I show you this, but I try to remember that my screen on my laptop of Schoology looks like this, and their screen on their iPad looks like this. So all this stuff that I put up here in this page that just automatically shows up for me does not show up for them. So in the title, I put my Google Meet code and the textbook login for them for Minnesota Studies. So that they would have that information. They wouldn't have to click on it in order to see it. So few taps as possible. And then I've got my blue folders for the new stuff, my yellow folders for the old stuff, and my orange helpful info. If I want them to go to today's lesson, say it's Monday or Tuesday, I will point them towards the top blue folder and then they go in here. There's only one thing in here for them. And when they open it, they can view this attachment and it shows up like this. Now, this is the assignment that they're going to put in Notability. It looks like this. So they would just share it out into Notability at that point. I also always add a link of me reading the assignment out loud for the kids who would like to see that. And this way, everything is just in one place for them. They don't have to like click into multiple things in Schoology. Because in their Schoology screen, you're noticing there's no next button. For us in Schoology, when you click into something, there's a previous and a next button, but they don't have that. So if it's all in one place, that makes it a little simpler for them. In my mind, hopefully. The old stuff folders are arranged like this. So there's a big overwhelming project. And if they have never logged into Schoology before, I want them to go here first. So I put this page at the top of the screen or at the top of the folder. It's got everything they would need to do their History Day work, catching up. And then the more recent old stuff, just from this unit, I took away the folders that they were in originally and just put the assignments in here. So there's, right, as few clicks as possible. But as we go through the unit, I'm going to start adding a little bit of dates in here so that they can tell what day, like if they missed a certain day, what assignment to go back to. But they should know right now that this is just last week's work. Anyway, so then if I were designing a lesson for kids who are not coming to Google Meet, I would do something like this. I would have the title slide and I would make it in Google Slides, and then I would give them an intro page with the Bitmojis. This Bitmoji means you read this page, this one means you write, this one means you watch. So in order to get Bitmojis on your Google Chrome or whatever browser you use, you can go to this store, this is the Chrome store, search up Bitmoji, and then it shows up here once you install it. So you tap on that and you can search up any Bitmoji you like and stick it into your slides. But these are meant as little visual cues so that they know what they're supposed to do on this page. And whenever I ask them to watch a video in Google Slides, I do the assignment as a Google Drive assignment so that they can play the video. If you put it in Notability, they won't be able to watch the video in there. You would have to put it as a link in Schoology. But this one was a Google Drive assignment, so I had them play it on their iPads. And I explained how they can do that. And then we had a reading. So on the reading page, there are 5 reading pages, and I put all the information they would need on one page. And so they don't have to click backwards or forwards to see what they need in order to answer these questions. And that's the case for all 5 of these pages. And then the last ask question on the end page. And then at the bottom, instructions for where to turn it in. If I were making this a synchronous lesson and I were doing this in Google Meet with kids, I would show them this slide at the beginning. If you participate in the Google Meet, like on your mic or in chat, show me a thumbs up right now so that I can keep track of you and give you a grade for your work. And then I just get my gradebook tab open in another tab and keep track of who's responding and what their responses sound like and whether they're getting it. And then I can give them grades right there in class. I don't have to worry about grading it later. It's pretty slick. And then I just use my Google Meet window like this. So I put a tab on the present and I select the tab with the slides in it that I want to show them today. I go share, and then once I have the slides presenting, they're presenting right now. You can tell because there's this little blue rectangle right here, and there's a blue line around the screen. I go to the chat box so that I can see the chat while I'm presenting, and I put them in two separate windows, make sure that it's narrow enough on the slides so that I can see the chat. And again, you'd look for that blue rectangle if you lose the tab where you're presenting from. But that's what I have to share with you. Hopefully it's a little bit helpful. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. Thanks.